Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Fed. I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. I have not made videos in a little bit. Not gonna lie. However, that doesn't really matter too much. The last time, I think we just continued working on hunting log stuff. In the meantime, also, of course, you know, doing dungeons. So I took a look and I just did the ninja. So that one's level 47. So now I just need to go and get the scholar slash summoner to level 45, and then we're gonna do those quests. So I'm gonna be right back because these things are gonna insta pop because I'm a healer. So be back after I'm done. Alright. I have returned after leveling up. One more time. Let's see. Would you look at that? Just perfect. Right. Or well, yeah, after leveling up a couple of levels, because I also did leveling roulette and all that jazz. So the things that we learned is Ether Flow, where you can restore 20% of your maximum MP, and gives you also Ether Flow 3, where you have 3 of these crystals that you can use for certain spells, like Energy Drain. These unaspected damage with a potency of 100, absorbs a portion of damage dealt as HP. This may look really cool, but it's actually one of the things that I use the least when I play Scholar. Another thing that we learned is Art of War, which is our AoE. It's like a nice AoE around you, like this. It's really nice because you can just like spam it when you're running. Also, you may be able to hear a dog. I did close my door, but apparently he's barking ridiculously loud. Let's go over to this place. We can do our next Scholar quest. I also made a little bit of a change to my entire setup, where I can now use OBS to like make the chat block appear and disappear. So I'm gonna be testing out a little bit to see how that goes. Less editing I have to do, because honestly, like the having to edit in the chat block was surprisingly annoying. Yeah, it was just, well, is it that surprising though? Like, it's very annoying because whenever the chat would disappear, I would have to like, okay, now we have to go and copy this again and paste it back over there. And in the grand scheme of things, the editing is not that big, but if you're like not very much into editing like me, then it becomes kind of a pain. Anyway, moving on. Good to see you, Lynn. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some of which show the traditional raiments of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. That is why I propose we enlist the aid of Eorzea's preeminent artisans, so that we might recreate these garments. Should they prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of a preeminent weaver, say Master Redolent Rose of Sunsilk Tapestries, this information should be sufficient. But you cannot journey to Ul'dah until you have gathered the leaves of a direwort. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments were used to dye Nemean uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore. It can only be found in the fog fens now. Lest you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour Mordona for the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help. Though I doubt it will require much effort. Off we go to Mordona. Also, another thing that I'm going to mention, at some point in the future, I still have no idea when, I am going to be attending a wedding, an in-game wedding, with this character, so be prepared. If you ever wanted to see it, well, now you get to see it. Well, in the future, in any case. Although it's not that difficult to find, really. But, you know, it adds to the authenticity of my quote-unquote 100% playthrough. Way down we go. Gaia Watchrib. It's like what? But dire. I guess I may as well use Energy Drain. Since I literally, like, I really just don't have anything else to use those things on. I think I explained this before, but like Rune 2 is really nice when you're running, but it has 10 less potency, so technically you're not doing as much damage. At the moment it really doesn't matter too much, but later on, Ruin is going to get an upgrade. And I remember literally just replacing the spell Ruin with Ruin 2 and not looking back, and I was like, wait, I'm supposed to learn this new skill. Where is it? Turns out that it was an upgrade to another skill. Yeah. Never said I was the brightest, like the sharpest tool in the shed. Right. Gimme that stuff. Beautiful statistical upgrades, yes. Surprisingly satisfying. It's one thing that I always find really satisfying in games, like seeing the numbers go up. Ooh, nice. More numbers. We will be back here later on once I start doing crafting. Yay. Hello. I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you, Lin. Have you the leaves and Alka Zolka's designs then? Let's see. Well learned and well dressed. A thesis written by Alka Zolka on the proper habiliments of a scholar. Deep blue green sap extracted from the tiny leaves of this fleshy plant was once used across Vilbrand to dye clothes. Hold up. Look at this. Look at this! I can just do it remotely now. Crafting raiments that have not been seen in 1500 years. This is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is one I suspect I would enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. It has been some time since I labored with such intensity. I adhere to Alka Zolka's designs as best I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the culottes, sorry. This is because the other garments require skills which I do not possess. Misters Serendipity and Jiva of the Goldsmiths and Leatherworkers Guild, respectively, can provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. Ah, but you were unaware that I could not craft the full set by myself, weren't you? Very well, I just sent word to them on your behalf, Lin. You will need only visit each guild and present to them my unfinished work. I'm gonna just in case, bring the picture back. Right. It's just something, yeah. I don't know. That is the bad part about this entire setup, is that like I don't really know when cutscenes end, particularly, and the chat appears much earlier. So that's a little bit of an annoying one. That I don't really know how I'm gonna deal with that. I could just remove the chat in general, but I kind of need a chat. I needed to read things. Greetings, then. Red said you'd be along shortly, so let's see the mortar board or whatever. Incomplete scholar's garb. Things such are all that await these fine pieces of scholarly raiments. Right. They shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. Here it is as promised. Amazing what difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Where's with pride, Lin? Now off you go, and be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania. Yeah, so I'm gonna be making this thing appear a lot earlier, probably. Oh well. Does it really matter, though? Does it really? Because it doesn't really matter to me. All I want is to be able to block the chat. Wait, somebody just... somebody just greeted me. I greeted them back, and then they greeted me again. Okay. I may have missed it earlier. Oh well. I'm working on videos. What do you expect? Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. But hey, what did you expect? Yup. I also already have 2 of the pieces, which I can now go and wear. Hello. Ah, Lynn, the woman who might single-handedly revive the scholarly arts. Alright then, show me what you've got. Alright. Master Rose's work is marvelous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. There you go, 1 pair of fingerless buffalo leather gloves. Perfect for the scholar who prefers that the protection does not come at a cost to dexterity. Oh, the bird's belly will see to those. He's an expert court wainer, so you didn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free. You're the scholar, yes? I've been instructed to assist you. If you would please let me see Master Rose's work. And another cutscene. This craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. Here you are, madam. Made with the finest bull-run buffalo leather, in accordance with Alcazalca's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. You must be dying to see the complete set. I know I would be, had I gone to such great length. You ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when next you meet him. Right. I'm sorry, but this hat is just too much. Honestly, like, the scholar clothing is kinda eh. Really? It's not amazing, I would say. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I should go and do something else. System configuration, or is it character configuration? I think it may be character. Lock window, general, and then I need announcements and free company member logins. That way I know when my people come online, then I can keep track of them. Yes. Nah. It is handy though, knowing like, okay, this person logged in. Hello. Ah yes, another cutscene. Can you imagine me just constantly having to cut in and out this freaking stuff? It's just annoying. It's not horrendous, like there's a lot more difficult editing to be had in the world, but it's not fun. By the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards to time. You are the very image of the Nemean scholars of Eld. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my mildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. Ha, I see you approve as well, little one. Suffice it to say, we can consider this a great success. Why? Quest has been completed. Ah, and then we do get lost. Wait, I was wondering that. Ah yes, I forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the deciphering of my Nemean tablets. Much of what I have learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars within the military. However, these latest texts offer insight into a scholar's activities during times of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account describes their selfless effort to combat the spread of a virulent plague, which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you are of mind to test your theory, why not journey to Camp Bronze Lake? You will find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rukusa Farusa would doubtlessly welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the Warm Wine Sanatorium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. Onward we go to Ladosh. Keep forgetting that I, like, only have one mount right now. I think I have two, actually. Yeah, I have, like, the two that you get from the store, basically. Hello. Hello, and welcome to Bronze Lake. If you desire treatment, pardon, you wish to administer treatment. Are you even qualified to... Wait, you must be Lynn, the scholar. We are happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I am told you possess magics which can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At present, we have 5 patients visiting the springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals, and return to me when finished. Right, time for me to attend. Short-breathed invalid. Are you here to help me? I don't know what's wrong. I just can't... Elsuna! My lungs, I can breathe again. Bless you, miss, bless you. Elsuna! Wine-soaked invalid. Try taking a wound sometimes, lass. Sure, it hurts like hell. Wait, what? Hurts like hell at first, but then you get to drink away the pain. Oh, what the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Oh, bugger. That'll take my wine away. Oh, my boy. Dark-spirited invalid. May all main been the same since Cardinal. Kyurgen says the flesh is willing, but the spirit's weak. Say, he's a superstitious git. Yeah, let's go and use Surecat. Wait, what's this warmth? Did you do that? Thank you, whoever you are. Let me go and put this somewhere else, cause... Not like I use Surecast that much. What's wrong with me? My wounds have closed, but I still feel so weak. What did you do? You took something from me. Something bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did it. Thank you. And it just walks away. Oh, Jesus. Corrupted Easter. Easter. Wow, this thing is beefy as fuck. That's peculiar, though, the fact that this dude... That's... I found... is there an explanation for this Corrupted Easter thing? That's interesting. Ba-da. And a heavy-eyed invalid. Can't sleep. Memory will eat me. Can't sleep. Memory will eat me. What the fuck? You've set me free. I no longer feel his eyes upon me. You... wait, huh? Another one of these? Okay. That's interesting. You know, I really love the fact that I've not been paying attention to all these side quests, because it makes me really enjoy doing them in this playthrough. Hello. Incredible, absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. Their commanding officers will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alcazalca have my deepest thanks, Lynn. And back we go. Back to the Marauders Guild. Oh, the Marauders Guild. Jesus. I need help. I just love doing that voice, really. But I love doing a lot of voices, so... Yeah. How about this? I just love using my voice. Have no fear. I am here. Hello. Also, cutscene. Wait. Did I? Yeah, I did forget to block the chat. So this is what's gonna be the issue. And future me is gonna have to... Am I gonna do it like this? Or am I just gonna painstakingly edit it? I think I should just edit it. Well, this is a difficult one because, as you can see, I can sometimes just forget. Because I don't see it on my screen directly. It's a little bit... whatever. Lynn. Rakusa Farusa tells me that your potent magic exceeded all expectations. Had a good time, did you? Aye, I thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides. And it reminds me that I must work harder to see that I'm not left behind. For the nonce, I will resume deciphering the Nimian tablets. Though they have yielded an immense quantity of information on the scholarly arts, I remain confident that they contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. Quest complete. As we learn, lost rates. I think I'm still gonna try to do this myself. Like putting the chat block up and all that jazz. But, yeah. It's not always gonna be successful. Right. And now it is time for a summoner thing. Also, don't I have like a book, or did I already put that in my... I did. Right. Off we go. To Nugridurdidur. To get ourselves some elegant attire. I do find it interesting that in both of these little things, these little quests, that you have the basically like getting getting information on like really old art and all that jazz that aren't really used anymore. Also, can't I get something from you at this point? Because I should have some achievement certificates. Yeah. Yes, my favorite pieces of gear. I guess the ribbon isn't too bad. It's actually pretty decent. But then this is where it's at. You can get minions, and you can also get mounts. Like the Behemoth. Behemoth, the Deathclaw, and the Ariman. The thing is, I don't like any of these. That's my thing. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna leave that. Hello, Wimthra. Or Mithra. It's a difficult name to say. Greetings, then. Though it is good to see you, I'm afraid I have yet to ascertain Tristan's ultimate objective. I only know that he is cunning and brutal, and will stop at nothing to achieve his purpose. As matters stand, we but chase this man's shadow. Such a straightforward pursuit will, I believe, leave us ever one step behind. Our sole advantage is a treasure we possess that Tristan appears to covet. Eventually his desire will bring him to us. Where and when Tristan will strike I cannot say, but it is unlikely to be on a field of our choosing. Thus I suggest we prepare for this inevitable conflict as best we may. As fortune would have it, the ruins of Mordona have provided us with a new source of strength. Word among the sons is that a set of evokers attire has been unearthed. Made during the reign of the Allegan Empire, these enchanted garments were soon for the exclusive use of summoners. I can only imagine the degree to which they will enhance your already impressive power. The man supervising the excavation efforts at St. Connex's find, Rambrose, is a dear friend of mine. In light of our circumstances, I am certain that he will consent to a request that you be allowed to don the attire. Shall we pay him a visit? I guess we will. Off we go to Mordona! Right. The Wrath of Khorne! There's a lot of freaking quests to be done. But I will leave the level 50 things for when I am done with... or like just all of the side quests, I would say, for when I'm done with leveling up all of the jobs, which we are definitely making some pretty decent progress on. Not gonna lie. Alright, Rambrose. Ah, Ymithra, I suspect you would make an appearance before long, and I presume this fine lady is a new summoner I've heard so much about. Yes, hopefully the first of many. Now, pray tell me, Rambros, has the discovery of Allegan-made Evoker's attire been confirmed? It has. Truly an historical find. Isn't it a historical find? Whatever. Then I would ask a boon of you, my friends. You recall the predicament of which I spoke. Our chance of survival would be greatly improved if you would consider allowing Lyn to wear the elegant garments. Well, she is a summoner after all, and I must confess to no small degree of scholarly curiosity as to the effect that the attire will have on one with the appropriate training. These finds, however, are, the result of much sweat and even a few tears on the part of our excavation team. It's a frustrating task at times, and I fear they will loath to part with the garments without some measure of recompense for their efforts. Allow me, though, to offer a solution. Metallic monstrosities of elegant construction, known as mirror knights, have risen from the dig sites scattered across Mordona. Needless to say, they pose a dangerous threat to our excavators. I suggest you speak with my 3 field researchers and dispose of any such nasty hindrances to their work. I dare say they will then gladly surrender the pieces of the attire they hold. Once I have confirmed the dig sites suitably empty of armored horrors, I will see you rewarded with the garments that I myself recovered from the ruins. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Metal tree researcher. A mirror knight lurks just over yonder. I can scarce think straight with that thing wandering around. Oh god, it approaches. Haha, you're approaching me. Bear claw. I didn't really think that these things were like Allegan though. Interesting. Phew, you have my thanks. Now I might finally be able to concentrate on my tasks. If I'm not mistaken, you are in search of the Evoker's attire? I have one of its wondrous pieces right here. You're most welcome to it. Yoink. As I get myself the Evoker's waistcoat. No, you son of a... You son of a bitch. Oh well. There we go. Praise the gods! Rambo said an adventure would be along, but please, you must destroy that horrid construction. My sweet little Lalafell. My god. Forgot how slow that cast time is. What am I, a black mage? You know what I am? I'm almost freaking dead is what I am. Thank you for eliminating the source of my recent nightmares. I do not ordinarily stutter so, you see, but abject terror has that effect on folk. Now I hear from Ymithra that you have needed this elegant garment. I should be glad to see it put to practical use, rather than shut away in some dusty vault. The Evoker's ring bands. Oh wow. Actually, it looks better than I expected. Interesting. Mirror Knights? Yes, they have been quite bothersome. I would be most appreciative were you to eliminate the creaking pest that has been plaguing me of late. It just doesn't give a shit. Rockbuster. Fascinating. I never thought I would be fortunate enough to observe a conflict against an elegant construction at such close quarters. It has been a deeply enriching experience. If the price is to be my piece with the Evoker's attire, then so be it. Right, off he goes. As I get myself the Evoker's thigh boots. which I can barely see. Because I have a big ol'... What is it even called? A big ol' robe. Why could I not think of the thing robe? Don't even ask me. Ah, the champion of my researches returns. With the ruins now free of Mirrornites, the excavations can proceed at a far more satisfying pace. Okay. I'm sorry for a second. I was having a problem. Trembling in fear for one's life makes it astonishingly difficult to handle ancient artifacts that have a tendency to crumble into dust. You have performed a valuable duty for us, Lyn. As promised, you shall have the summoner's garments uncovered by my own hands as your reward. Ah, yes. You may have mentioned she would await you at Upkalu Falls. It seems there was no doubt in her mind that you would succeed here. As we get the ultimate piece. The horn. I hate this horn. I do really kind of hate this horn. But oh well. You know what I also hate? Not having a closer freaking Aetheryte to the Upkalu Falls. That was always a little bit annoying. Only a little bit. I also have some stuff that I could probably sell at some point. Ran, Lyn, ran. So this is how the summoners of old were clad. Well, more or less. It is unfortunate that the ruins have yet to surrender the final piece to the suns. These garments, aside from the coloring, they are identical to the garbs Tristan wore. He will find no edge against you through his equipment. When next you face that murderous cad, victory will be decided purely by who is the more talented summoner. To that end, it is time you drew on your experience of defeating the primal Garuda. Yes, her aura of fickle violence is palpable upon you. It is daunting to imagine an Eggy born of the Lady of the Vortex. Such unpredictable ferocity should serve you well. I will search for a suitably airy location in which to perform the austerities of wind. You, my dear summoner, must needs prepare yourself, body and mind, for the trials ahead. I shall be waiting. I sense Garuda's restless essence railing within the confines of your etheric channels. It is time we granted it release with the austerities of wind. Thankfully, I already have in mind a location that well suits her elemental purpose. You are familiar with the floating city of Nim in Artulanosh? As you might imagine, the aspect of winter, yes, you know, the aspect of wind is entirely dominant in the area of those suspended isles. Pray make your way there as soon as you feel prepared. I'm quite excited to see its new Eggy. To Counterlook we go. Your mountain can fly no higher. Oh, nice. Shall we begin? I assume that this is as this is your third experience, you have by now grown familiar with the steps of the ritual. Thus, as before, I would have you concentrate on shifting your etheric balance. Imagine the energy within you howling through your veins. An incessant gale of screeching wrath. Garuda's essence will be only too eager to harness those raging currents and shape them into a worldly avatar. Once Garuda Eggy has appeared, it falls to you to tame its fury. Yes. Proceed. Yes, time for Garuda Eggy. Also, once again, fucking short cast. Definitely one of the best songs from the Primals. The original Primals. Eggy Plume. Wow, they just killed one shot. I guess that makes sense. Tar with feathers. Pulse. And then we get Siparna and Shirada. Another interesting thing. Because you only see this in the hard version of the battle, which I don't think we've done yet. There we go. You learn how to summon Garuda Eggy. Oh, balls. Massively done, Lyn. Garuda's Eggy powers is now yours to wield. That's a lot of grass. The aptitude for the art of summoning has exceeded my highest expectations. I honestly could not have found a more valuable partner for my research. Let us return to Upcala Falls. I'm sure you must be exhausted after this ordeal. Oh my god, you guys, you got a glimpse of the chat. By the gods. Sacrilege. I do feel like this is a better idea, though. The way I'm doing it now seems like a... I'm still gonna have to edit this one, particularly. Well, the thing is, like, anytime I make a mistake, I'll write it down. Which episode I made a mistake in. And then I can fix it in editing. I'm gonna have to render the videos anyway, but... Hello, Yimifra. Right. With the addition of Garuda Eggy, you now command 3 powerful avatars. As you have no doubt realized, however, each of these entities has a particular role in which it excels. For Garuda Eggy, that role is unleashing magic to strike down distant foes. I must admit to feeling equal parts joy and apprehension at how faithfully the summoned being displays the original Primal's violent disposition. Experiment with your Eggy allies, and the most effective use of their individual abilities will soon become clear. With such mastery of the art at your disposal, I shall almost pity Tristan when next he chooses to confront you. Before that time comes, however, I will endeavor to pierce the mystery of his motivations. May your discoveries bring you new confidence, Lyn. As we learn how to summon Garuda. I have the power! Summon Garuda. Alright. And now I need to go and queue up with my DPS. And in the meantime, my friends, we are going to go and continue with the hunting log. I guess I'll go to Mordona and see how many things I can beat over there. And yawn, of course. So, Nexus can be found over here, Mud Puppies can be found around here. Daring Harriers, or like just the Harriers in general, can be found in this area over here. The Gigas Boys can be found in this area, around like over here, I would say. And a couple special ones over here. Hippogriff, or yeah, hippogriffs can be found over here. Hapliths can be found over here. That's a lot of freaking... And then Eastern Lanoche. Yeah, just a lot of Eastern Lanoche then. Now for Arcanists, Western Lanoche, East Shroud, more Nixus, more Mud Puppies, South Shroud, North Shroud, Fog Fence, which is over here, of course. Kurthus, Western Saturn. What? Why do I have to go like half the fuck? I don't understand. Anyway, let's go and begin with the Ninja one, and I will be right back. Alright. Returned I have. Right now, actually I have new daggers. Which, look at that. So, we are now level 50. I think I am going to... I think I'm gonna go and beat the enemies over here that I still need to beat. Off camera. And then, I'm gonna end it off. So I'm gonna end off over here, and then off camera I'm gonna do that. And then next episode we're gonna go and deal with the final ninja quest. I should also start thinking, hold up a second though. The thing that I find very curious, honestly, it's like if I switch over to my paladin. Okay, no, I'm still wearing this, okay. I was curious because I was like, wait, why do I have like... I thought that this stuff was item level 90, why in the hell do I... I'm very confused. Yeah, no. So I do use the artifact armor, and then I need to go and get myself accessories and weapon stuff. Item level 90. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just I was playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode we're going to go and do what I just said. Goodbye.